there we go. I do believe we're live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to find ourselves present in the world, celebrating being alive on this beautiful Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. So without further ado, I'm going to start dancing now. Okay? Alright. It's a new track. I found it today. It has a little bit of a build up, but very electronic sounding sounds. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if I want to put the microphone closer. I don't know if I do indeed. I'll do this. Not my shoe.
Unlocking the secrets of the universe. Unlocking the secrets of the
Dan, Dan. It's nice having you here, bro.
Wait a second, fam. You're probably thinking what's going on.
You
But let's
dancing?
try that again.
You dancing with me?
You will find the most
I hope
dancing step
so.
ever.
You better be dancing right now.
When I hear it coming up like that, I just know them things are when my body only moves for the beat. Y'all been waiting, y'all been waiting for me. Like that, I just know that things are good. When my body only moves for the beat. Y'all been waiting, y'all been waiting for me.
This track's a vibe.
When my body
I like it.
for the beat.
Such
Y'all been
well
waiting for
defined,
me.
slightly aggressive grooves.
When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are good.
We got more,
When my body only moves
a
for the
lot more.
beat. Y'all been waiting for when my when I hear it coming up like that. When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are good. When my body only moves for the beat. Y'all been waiting for only moves for the
Not just done. Nice. Sounds good. Spirits dancing. All of your friends here with me? No, we've already danced with this one. It is fun. No, 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 no. I do want to listen to the drop though, just a little bit. So much cheese. Fine. I'll dance to the whole one.
One vibration.
That's it. We did it. It sounds much faster. That was being shared. This one sounds very psychedelic too. Let's see.
Best time in human history to be alive. Free to be alive. Free to be alive. Free to be alive.
Okay, fine. Pretty sure we've danced to that one anyway. Let's do like a little bit of a throwback bootleg.
The representative from California has the floor.
That's it? Oh my goodness. My legs. I've become so full. How was there room for more?
What you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure,
Rotting in your shoes.
every step that I take
It's another mistake to you.
become so numb, I can't. Tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless, lost under the surface. Don't know what you're expecting of me, but under the pressure of walking in your shoes. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. I've become so I've become so
I'm pushing 153 BPM right now. Good.
become so I can feel you there. Become so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me, holding too tightly, afraid to lose control? 'Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. I've become so. I've become so. I've become so. I've become so numb. I can feel you there. Become so tired, so much more aware. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is be more like me and be less like you. Can't you see that you're smothering me? Holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. 'Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling apart right in front of you. Every step that I take is another mistake to you. And every second I waste is more than I can take. I've become so I can't take.
All right. Okay. Enough. My legs. My legs are too pumped to keep going right now. I'm starting to lose mobility in my ankles because my calves are tightening up. I need to catch my breath for a second. There might be more dancing. Maybe. I see Joe here with us. Saying hi to Sam and Dan, MeltMore. Worky lurky, love you so much. I think I missed some context. Yeah, I did. Green Day is my literal favorite of all time. The universe found us. Sound before the drop is cool, but using that bandpass filter. You know, bro. One of these days we'll DJ for ourselves. What year is it, man? I was thrust to the front of the crowd to perform the rap to this song in the mic at 6th grade dance in 2005. Everybody knew that I knew it by heart. That's so wholesome, actually. Calling back those nostalgia memories. I'm good, man. Young one is having a difficult morning, but we're managing it. Can you imagine how hard it must be being a kid? Not being able to say the things that are on your heart. I'd be really impressed if anyone can tell me what inspired the song Holiday. You tell me. I'm ready to learn something today. Mom struggles. Is that the answer? Glad you glad your munchkin is in good struggle now. He's just commenting on Sam's mom struggles. I'm doing all right, still feeling a bit raw, but drowned by the feeling that I'm progressing. Good. The price of participation. Right, that is today's stream topic. I'm still kind of like catching my breath and trying to reaccustom myself to being human. I am hot right now. Moving like that produces a lot of internal body heat, I'll say. I need to chillax. Ik moet kalmeren. Ik er is toch? Ja. Where though? You gonna give me a second? I'll be back right now. Oh, man, my legs feel like they're gonna explode. Couple of minutes of high intensity exercise. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Excuse me for the motion sickness. There we go. Abracadabra. What day will you be flying out again, Melt? Not long now, right? On Tuesday. Less than 2 weeks now, Sam. Less than 2 weekulars. And I will be on an airplane. Technically, I should be at the connecting flight location. So today, 2 weeks from now, I'll be in limbo kind of thing, I imagine. Huh. There we go. It's the 27th, that's right. 27th is the number. I had a whole moment thinking a lot more about it today as well, Sam. Had that whole experience of almost like realization. Let me see what I'm looking at. There's a crane. Oh, it just went to land. Type of crane just came and landed on that body of water. I'm sure the pixels did catch a little bit of a sliver, but it was already out of frame technically. I wouldn't have been able to zoom even if I tried. The price of participation. I've been thinking a lot about our systems of power as they exist as well. And I've been thinking about how all of them extract a certain price of participation as well. How simply existing means that there will be something taken of you. I believe if we strip away all of the layers, what we'll find at the bottom of it is that our participation is the ultimate price. What do you mean, Melt? I mean, quite literally, that if we could strip away all of the financial layers, the having to pay admission, having to pay for food or travel, having to pay for accommodation, that if we live in a world of ultimate abundance, the price we'll pay will be our participation, right? Our conversations, our presence, our opinions, critiques or applause, our gawking eyeballs is going to be what is ultimately valued. That will be, at least I believe, the price of our participation. And in that way, all of us are already paying that price right now, right? And the reason I'm trying to share this perspective today is almost like a willingness to free ourselves from certain limiting beliefs. There's a lot of guilt in existing as well, believing that the price of our participation, the price of our existence itself, is something that is burdensome to others. I definitely have a hard time with that, right? It spirals at the endmost extreme to wanting to not exist at all because you believe, or at least you can convince yourself, that your non existence would be worth more to people than the food you eat and the bed you sleep in. And it is a shame that we are sometimes convinced to believe that. The 27th, well, it looks like you get out of this birthday party, but I don't think you get to skip the next one. Your birthday party, little mama's first birthday party, little man's first birthday party will be on the 24th of January. Yeah, that's just too late. The 24th is when my brother is getting married. How about that? I can feel the UVs blasting me a little bit too much. Like my skin is hurting a little bit sitting here. I don't know if this is better. It might just be because I have so much internal body heat that my skin is warmer than it usually is, and that added warmth plus the signal I'm getting from above is making me skizz. I'm fine. All right. 27th is when we board. Today, exactly 2 weeks from now, will be about 30 minutes from landing. Are we doing a one-way 24-hour flight? Maybe I'll have to go and check again. But I do know it's going to be a hop, skip, and jump teleportation moment. It's going to be quite the fractal. I haven't flown for that long since I went to China. And I haven't flown with company since I was like 14 or something. Some new news, technically, for me. I'm a whole new person since I was back then. Hey, Kobe. Here comes a Cobra. Hey, Cobra. No, you're pushing my stuff over. Don't touch my stuff, oh. Come here. Come hither. Yeah, stand all the way over there. Yeah, stand all so. Oh, no, 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 no. While that, the little guy's already a year. That did happen quickly. It's gonna be crazy to just, in so many words, watch time melt with you friends. See how we'll grow together. How reality will continue to change around us. How life will open up. Interesting little stick. Pretty sure Kobe brought this. It looks like it got chewed on. Kobe is trying to touch me again. No. No touching me. No touchy. Trying to irritate him to make space. Irritate the irritatey. Get irritatiums. Get them irritatums. Get him irritatius. Get them irritate them. Ma irritatius. Ma irritate. Hey Darren. Hey, dude. It's nice having you here. Irritatium matiris. Irritatium matariaras. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. This is the right spot. Yeah, right. I'm a little relieved he made it through the first year, to be honest. I thought I was gonna mess this up, sure, long before now. Well, he's only gonna grow more resilient now, dear Sam. Right. Now you just have to make sure he's a good one. Because as soon as he hits like 12 years old, right, he's gonna be unstoppable. And at that point, we're either gonna wanna help him or we're going to try and get him some help. All right, so the fact that he's survived the first year is a good sign. Resilient, existing a whole year on planet Earth. It's impressive. Love is true. Celebrating this milestone with you, dear Sam. Something that I'll keep saying on stream. I think it was, I don't know if it was Loazana, but I think it was Loazana who brought this thought to my mind. It might have been Sam as well. How a birthday, your birthday, is your special day, right? We can all agree that. However, it's also your mom's another special day. Your mom has her own birthday, and that's special to her. But I believe your birthday should be a special day for her just as much as it is for you, right? Oh, gobs, gobbity goo. You know, yesterday, just yesterday, I was thinking about all of you friends, and I thought about you, Gabs, and I thought there's gonna be one of these days where Gabs is gonna come back and stream for the first time this year, and you might have been here in silence, but I was like thinking this moment, and I was like, and then I can get to say Happy New Year, Gabs. Here we are, another year, bro. We made it. We made it. Found ourselves here again. It's nice to have you here with me. Happy New Year. We got Nancy here too. Hello, hello to you, dear friend. It is a blessing having you all here with me. Today's stream topic is about the price of participation, right? Many of us have been convinced that our existence is burdensome, that the price of our participation is food, water and shelter, energy for the comforts of living. However, once we move towards a society of hyperabundance, and all of those things are available in excess, what is going to be the price of your participation? I would like to believe the price of your participation will be your participation. Your participation will be the price, right? And if you participate poorly, you will be priced out of participating in certain experiences. I would like to believe at least. And in that way, it makes me think about the way that I show up in the world. Something that I can share, and this feels like a very shallow and niche perspective. Right? There was a moment where we went go karting with my dad during this little Christmas getaway. And not that it matters, but it feels worth saying. It was $12 a person, right? For I think we did 10 minutes. $12 a person for 10 minutes of go karting. And all of us, me and my brothers and my dad, and my sister went as well, drove well. We didn't crash into each other on purpose, and we controlled our vehicles, you know, in the specifications. We followed the rules, but still had as much fun as we could from the experience as it was. And then recently I saw this video where someone showed their experience of riding go karts as well. And they were very wealthy. And the price for that go kart experience was something like $57 for I don't know how long. But they were the exact opposite when it comes to being considerate of the equipment. right? They crashed into each other occasionally and would bumper checked each other while they were in the line to get onto the, you know, track. And then they got told to not do that, and they would still do it anyway. And it just made me think about participation, right? In a world where our participation in experiences is linked to how much money we have, we can see things in this relative perspective, right? And depending on how much access we have to different experiences, we might not value or consider how our participation in experiences perceived, right? And I do believe it is up to us to participate well. And I've seen you friends in this space participating so beautifully, and I appreciate you for it. Love you too. I've watched some VODs, usually up to something during your stream time. I know so. Like, I hope you know that I wasn't saying it from the perspective of why isn't Gab here, but more so also like almost like preemptively excited to meet you when we do, right? So we can connect for a moment. Sending you blessings for your new year. Thanks for thinking of me. Always Gab. Gabbard, Darren, Nancy, good morning, friends. Joe, blessing our friends too. Schlooby, Gooby Floob, my Joe Bo Bizzle sis. Love is true. I'll have you friends know. What an experience! Participating in this life thing together. Yes. It's not always easy to participate in a way that everybody can appreciate. But participation, we will participate. I'm thinking about the way that I will participate going forward. I have been participating very passively, partial to my past. I've been out in the world a few times, and every time I've been out in the world, it has been a challenge, right? Like, it becomes very clear to me that I am at the whims, at the whims of reality. Here on the farm, reality is very rough, right? And as a result, sometimes we won't have water, sometimes we won't have electricity, sometimes we'll be dealing with bad roads. However, that's almost like the worst of it, right? Reality being this rough allows you a certain roughness in yourself as well. When I was in China, there was a very different mode of existence that I took up, right? And it wasn't really, if you had to analyze all of the extremes, too different from the reality I'm in right now, right? I would still move through my environments, go for walks. And I keep doing that no matter where it is I go. However, there is a certain quality of uncertainty, of unpredictability that comes with every environment we find ourselves within. I didn't experience any uh, like direct theft, as in somebody stealing anything from me, while I was in China. Not once, right? However, I was contracted to work and then was unpaid. So technically, I had work or time stolen from me. Maybe a little bit different. Moving moving to Artis, we had a bunch of stuff stolen. right? Clothing and technology, hard drives, batteries, instruments too. And here in the farm, I've been very isolated from reality for the most part. Reality is very limited in that way almost. And the price of my participation feels very isolated, right? I think maybe that's in part why I'm obsessed with solar as well. So I want the price of my participation to be so far isolated that it shouldn't even be noticeable. In other words, if my family was really meticulous about it and they try to track every single kilowatt hour that is spent on our energy grid, right, they would be able to account for me leaving. And then there's the whole fractal of my excitement about robotics, because again, if we can do that, get the system in place to harvest energy from the sun that's going to be shining every day anyway, right? And then powering our robotics off of said sunlight and then growing our own food in our gardens. More and more of that price of participation melts away. And I think like almost the moment of wisdom that I'm trying to come to is realizing that even if I do manage that, even if I reduce my ecological impact down to zero, that's not necessarily going to change that much about my life or about the way that I am living day to day. Right? I'll still eat food. I'll still go to bed. I'll still wash my body, brush my teeth. So in that way, I feel our price of participation needs to be seen as participating, right? To reframe what I'm thinking right now in another way, if I tell myself the only time I'll only start participating when all of these conditions I believe needs to be met are, then I'll keep changing the goalposts indefinitely, probably. Okay, I have all of the energy I need and robotics to help me turn electricity into food to eat. Now I need a community to share said food with. Gets community. Community shares love, shares, communion. However, it brings with it whole new sets of problems. Okay, I have the energy, I have the robots, I have the community. Now I have to just solve these problems that have been presented to me. And then as soon as I solve these problems, then happy. Problems get solved. Solving these problems brings new problems with them as well. Maybe you make the place so nice that you want more people to come there. Okay, I'll be happy as soon as I can scale things up, or I'll be happy as soon as I can close things down, improve my security, improve my resilience from outside systems. And like, at what point am I going to allow myself to realize that the price has already been paid, kind of thing, right? The price of my participation has already been paid. And here I am paying it actively and every day. This moment is what I'm here for. That there is nothing more for me to do than to show up and be present, to participate I shared at the start of today's stream that I feel like that's been the biggest change of heart in me. That I've realized I have to start participating in a different way. Let me see if I can show you that bird now. It's peeking out from a top. You see it? That little white head peeking out from the top of that thing. It's so big. Little little Loch Ness monster of my own. I definitely feel like it's watching me. I wonder if it wants to take off. If I can spot it taking off, I'd be super happy. Turned around. There we go. Now I don't have to be shaking the camera anymore. Trying to hold it steady. That bird is massive. I would love for you to see what it looks like if it can take off while it's filmed. Melt, you're just saying you need to learn how to participate in a different way. Turn on a light switch for me. I too have to do that. Because I don't have a dog anymore. Wow. That is wild, Nancy. It's true what you say. And I remember one of the ways in which I almost remembered you. I don't know if it's remembered you, but the image that was in my mind when I thought about you, Nancy, is how one of the rituals you had in the morning is making yourself a coffee and then taking your dog for a walk, right? And that was almost like a way you participated in the world day to day, right? It was a part of your daily rhythm. I'm so sorry for your loss, still, dear friend. I see Joe is asking, how you doing? Do let us know. You got Brittany here too. Hey, Brittany. It's nice having you here. We're spying on a bird. I'm hoping to catch it as it tries to fly away. I'm pretty sure Dai is is it a Bocron's fool? Hey Google, show me a Blokran's fool. It doesn't have the ability to search that. Nope, it's definitely not a Blokran's fool. It's a type of stork. It's a type of stork, I think. That head disappeared. Did it fly away? I'm watching one fly from afar. I'm guessing that it flew away. Did you see it fly away? I'm gonna skip back. Uh, okay, there it's gone. Man, I don't have the granular control to see at which exact time it flew. But part of me wants to see. I can see the Burby. It's so hard. Love you so much, friend. I know you were such a good. He did fly, Mal. You got to see it. Yay. Oh, there it goes. I saw it fly. We didn't see a lot, but I got what I was looking for. Yeah. Fly, successful recapture. Good. Good. Love is true. Yesterday, for some reason, my stream just bonked out. Without warning, it was just no longer working. It was a little bit frustrating to me because it didn't allow me to finish my live stream the way I usually do by just hitting the end button. So it would continue to loop onto itself, telling me that it was like streaming for an extra 2 hours or something. It did figure out that it was broken eventually, at least by itself. However, because of that, we did not get to read yesterday's poem. We have been here for an hour. Usually, when we dance, it takes up a big chunk of time, but it is time for us to find ourselves present right now. Jeebies. My technology got introduced to some of the earth a little bit. I don't like that at all. I want my buttons to be mud free. Yes. All right. I didn't see the bird to begin with. Its little head was like peeking out from the edge of that little dam. I have to show you yesterday's work first, then today's. Technically yesterday's and day before yesterday's, but you know what I mean. This is the one I was supposed to show you yesterday. Hard eyes for me? For me? Little hard eyes? So cool. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Your friends flattering me. That was yesterday's show, and this is today's. Yeah, a little bit of a change of pace. Something a little bit different. Very sharpy, sharpy, I feel. Let me go to my Patreon flowers. I feel like there's some sort of value in. Nope. There we go. Skipping between the two as well. Watching how they change from frame to frame. Like that one too. Thank you, Nancy. I do like the way this shirt makes flowers. That's that shirt design, Fractals. Here's some of them too. Even those little thingies. Yeah, what is that? Isn't that interesting? Very interesting. Yeah. Imagine it's too soon to form that bond again right now, Nan. But maybe there are some shelters in your area with some dogs that need daily walkies and stuff. Could be nice to volunteer at the very least, right? Maybe you could, if it is something that could serve you, do that thing that you used to do again, taking dogs for walks during that time window. It could also be an opportunity for you to, as you said, change the way that you participate in life right now. Maybe you'll experience things that you otherwise wouldn't have because of this change of life as well, right? Maybe there could be some silver linings as such. The poem I was supposed to read yesterday is called Cope. Sam, yes, that's been discussed. Fostering a dog, there we go. There are options, but I know that you're in a process of grieving. Losing a doggo is like losing a child. Like it really is a devastating experience. This weekend's past, when I went to my brother's bachelor's, we stayed over at his place the night before the actual day, and his doggo, Dora, she dances. There was at one point that I was dancing with my scarf, and she was trying to catch my scarf the same way Pippi does. Made me miss her again. Sending you love. Give me some space, oh, give me some space. Touching me. Alrighty, Cope. The poem is called Cope. Yeah, this dude has so many ticks on him. Part of me wants to go and get baby powder, but apparently baby powder isn't an effective solution. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I'll read you the poem because it's making it hard for me to cope. Baby powdered. Well, they don't look like they like it. Can't imagine how frustrating it must be as well. Having fur. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that does something to them. I don't think they like it. Shame. hmm I wish I would be there enjoying the breathtaking view. Seriously, I've never seen such greenery ever in my entire life. I live in a city full of chaos and big buildings. I used to want to live in a city with big buildings. I hated nature. It's interesting how things change, how we change. Everyone hates the way I say I want to live near nature, not in this chaotic city. Do what you wish, dear friend. Go and live your life. Go live in nature. Go and live in the city. Don't limit yourself to only one place. Have these experiences as they come. Learn from them. I'm trying to think about calling my mom and my sister or something. I don't even know if places will be open. They might be on their way already as well. Hallo mama. Ek weet nie of die winkels nog oop is nie, maar dink jy dat jy kan dalk vir Kobe een of ander soos vlooie medisyne koop? Hy is letterlik toe in die vlooie. Dankie mama.
I'll do that. Okay, my lieve dan.
Alrighty, veilig reis, en ek later.
Okay.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
invite me there then. I'll be leaving soon. I'll be leaving soon. But this place is going to continue being here, and I will return to it too. I know you want to be close to me, but I'm literally seeing the things that are walking on you. And if I can see them walking on you, then they might see me sitting close enough to you, right? So I want you to stay. Diet Damascus, Earth kills fleas. That's why I was using this, but I know this doesn't have Diet Damascus Earth. I even like went and read the. I even read red. Nope. No Diet Damascus Earth in here. Try calcium phosphate though, and cornstarch. I think that tricalcium phosphate might not be too good for the fleas, but diatomaceous earth is what I was looking for first. But this is the best I could get. I think it's I think it's helping. He looks like he's less itched. He was like spazzing a little bit trying to get to them. I'm sitting here thinking about how participating has caused me a lot of anxiety, but it's also given me a lot of warm feelings. It is a give and take like that, dear friend. Participation is pricey when it comes to all of the feelings that come alongside it. I think that part is unavoidable a little bit. However, as you said, the warm feelings do make it worth it. Holding your heart, dear Nanj. Thank you, Joe, for doing the same. No, no, you can't sit close to me, bro. No, I'm sorry. But I can see the things walking on your body. And I don't want them walking on mine. Cope. I need to read the poem. It's called Cope. Maybe it's going to slot perfectly into all of these experiences we're having. We learn to cope the way we learn to breathe in rooms where the air is thin. The baby power is making my nose itch as well. Pet him. He's been pet plenty. Kobe! Kobe! He just likes proximity. And he'll try and like close the gap. Like, believe me, if you've been watching for a while, this is a common occurrence where he likes pushing his body up against mine. Either it's too hot and I don't want the heat directly on me, or, he's in that state where he just keeps, you see, closing the gap. And then I'm like, no, 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 no. No, no, no. Melt, how are you? Cuddle him. He's such a cute dog. There's nothing wrong with his cuteness. There's nothing wrong with that part. Uh, I just don't want any fleas on my body. Not my idea of a good time. How are you? And Mrs. Zhao, doing well. How are you? Melt, how are you? Ms. Zhao, Sam, greetings. Love is true. It's nice having you here, Moon Moon. We're reading the poem right now. I'm trying to gather my thoughts, but Doggo keeps encroaching on my space. And I'm pretty sure I did get bit by something. Anyway, get a bath later then. No, no, it's not gonna happen. We learn to cope the way we learn to breathe in a room where the air is thin. Quietly, instinctively, just enough to stay. Coping becomes a posture, a tone we use in public, a way of nodding through rules we did not write, values we inherited, half translated, expectations stacked like chairs we never asked to carry. Some coping is survival wearing borrowed clothes. Some is a habit that outlives the danger. Some keeps us standing. Some keeps us small. We are told coping means strength, but often it means endurance without rest. Smiling through friction, learning how not to disturb the system that is disturbing us. And still, coping is not the enemy, it is the bridge we build while learning where solid ground actually is. The trouble begins when we mistake that bridge for home, when we numb instead of listen, when we manage symptoms instead of asking why the body learned to flinch in the first place, when coping becomes a way to avoid being honest with ourselves. There is another kind of coping, slower, kinder, one that asks fewer questions of the world and better questions of the self. It looks like rest without apology, boundaries without drama, truth spoken softly, enough to stay spoken. It is choosing environments where coping is no longer a full time job, it is unlearning the belief that life must always be endured. Eventually, coping changes shape, it becomes participation, presence, breathing in rooms where the air is real. Not because the world became easier, but because you stopped fighting yourself just to stay alive in it. And maybe that is the goal. Not to cope better forever, but to live in a way that requires less coping at all. Huh? Isn't it true? We got that participation in there. Feels like it was supposed to be read today. Joe saying, really feeling for and with you. If there's anything I can say, it's that we don't stop missing them, just like we never stop loving them. But it does get easier to see how much more we love than we hurt. Joe, thank you for sharing that beautiful wisdom. Love is true. We have one more poem to read, and then goodbyes to say. It is that flower, and the poem goes as such. Grow up already, it's called. How harsh sounding of a title. We used to think growing up was a finish line. A day you wake up and suddenly know how to live. Bills make sense, feelings behave, the world stops asking so much of you. Nobody tells you that growing up keeps happening after you already feel tired. It happens when you realize your parents were guessing too, when certainty stops showing up on time, when you do the right thing and it still costs you something. As kids, growth was loud. Shoes too small, pants too short, everyone could see it working. Now it's quieter. It shows up in restraint, in choosing kindness when no one is watching, and learning how to apologize without collapsing, in staying soft inside a world that rewards armor. Somewhere along the way, we were told we should be done by now, settled, defined, certain of who we are. But growing doesn't end, it just stops asking for permission. It looks like changing your mind without calling yourself fake, like admitting you're still learning without feeling behind, like realizing hope isn't naive, it's maintenance. Growing up isn't becoming unshakable, it's becoming honest about what shakes you and standing anyway. It's growing the way children do, expecting tomorrow to teach you something, believing that curiosity is not weakness, and trusting that needing more time doesn't mean you failed. You're not late. You're not broken. You're not supposed to be finished. Growing up is simply this, showing up again with a little more patience, a little more care, and the quiet understanding that becoming was always the point. It is nice to be in this continued process of becoming with you, friends, to pay the price of participation. This is the point. I appreciate you, friends, being here with me. Melt said, hope isn't naive, it's maintenance. Mic drop. It's true, right? Our souls need that hope. And if we can't find it in our media, if we can't find it in our jobs, if we can't find it in our uh, environments, we have to find it in ourselves, right? Something to hope for, even if it's the next moment, even if it's a moment in the future that is going to be filled with love. This is a hard world we find ourselves in sometimes. All right. One that rewards armor, remaining soft, remaining malleable, allowing yourself to morph and melt as your environment expects you to. Realizing that the price of your participation is going to be that you can participate in any way that you choose to. And whatever participation you pay, you will be the product of. Right? If I participate in consuming excessive amounts of alcohol every single day, I'll probably get the price of cancer or death by, you know, liver damage or something. That's the price you pay for participating in that way, etc., etc. Just saying hi. Happy New Year, Connor. It's nice having you here with us too. We're just about done with today's stream. It was a pleasure sharing this moment with you, friend. It is now time for us to say goodbye again. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us, for sharing this moment, for showing up. I'll see you, friends, again real soon tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Love you. Hope all is well. Much love to you too. Join us tomorrow again, and we'll talk more. Okay? See you soon, dear friends.